Have you ever walked through a Japanese city and wondered, why are there so many utility poles everywhere? In videos of New York or Paris, you'll notice almost no poles at all. Power lines are buried underground. The streets look clean. And when you look up, there's nothing but blue sky. But in Japan, it's different. Whether you're in a quiet neighborhood, a busy downtown street, or even a famous tourist spot, poles and wires crisscross the sky like a giant spiderweb. Even in Kyoto's historic districts, old wooden houses stand side by side, with a forest of modern cables. It feels strange, doesn't it? So why hasn't Japan removed its utility poles? Today, let's uncover the reasons behind this. First, the basics. A utility pole isn't just a stick of concrete. It's the backbone of our lifeline carrying electricity, phone lines, internet cables, and even mobile antennas. If you were to remove them, it would mean rebuilding the entire foundation of daily life. Then why doesn't Japan go underground? Like other countries, there are three main reasons. Reason one, it's way too expensive. Burying power lines costs about 500 million yen per kilometer. If you tried to do all of Tokyo, you'd need trillions of yen. For example, just the redevelopment around Shibuya Station required hundreds of billions of yen just to move lines underground. For smaller cities, the cost would be more than their entire annual budget. In other words, removing poles is a dream project most places can't afford. Reason two, natural disasters. Japan is one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. Underground lines are vulnerable because once the ground cracks, repairs take much longer. After the Kobe earthquake in 1995, underground areas took more time to restore compared to places with poles, where broken sections could be quickly replaced. In a country where speed of recovery can save lives, poles are actually stronger. Reason three, legal and infrastructure issues. To bury lines, you need to dig under roads. But who owns the land? The national government? The city? Or private owners? On top of that, gas pipes, water pipes, and sewage systems are already down there. Negotiating rights and figuring out where to place new cables is a nightmare. By now you might think, okay, so that's why poles remain. But in fact, poles also bring hidden benefits. Take disasters, for example. During the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake, poles made it possible to quickly connect temporary power lines and bring electricity back to shelters. In underground-only areas, crews had to dig up. Roads and recovery took much longer. Poles also hold streetlights, which keep neighborhoods safe at night. Recently, many even carry small cell antennas to boost mobile signals. Far from being useless, poles are playing new roles in our modern infrastructure. Of course, some areas in Japan are trying to get rid of them. In Kyoto's Gion district and around Kiyomizu Temple, lines have been buried to protect the traditional scenery. In Ginza, they've gone underground to match the image of a luxury shopping street. But these are exceptions, tourist sites and wealthy areas that can afford it. For the average neighborhood, poles are still the norm. Here's another surprising fact. Japan has about 36 million utility poles nationwide. That makes it one of the most pole-heavy countries in the world. Many foreign visitors are shocked, asking, why is the Japanese sky so full of wires? But in a way, it shows Japan's commitment to delivering electricity and communication everywhere from mountain villages to remote islands. Poles are a symbol of equal access. So let's recap. Utility poles remain because burying lines is far too expensive. They're more reliable in disasters. Legal and infrastructure issues make underground work complex. And beyond that, poles actually support communities with light, communication, and disaster recovery. That's why they're still such a familiar part of Japan's streetscape. Now the question is, what do you think? Should Japan spend more to remove poles and improve the scenery? Or should we accept them as practical pillars that protect us in times of crisis? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion.